Hi, it's Sherry, and this is The Eyes Have It. I just recently received my BoxyCharm right before I went on vacation, and in it was the Coastal Scents Revealed 3 palette. So I wanted to go ahead and do a look using this palette pretty soon after I received it, so I don't forget. So what I've done is I've kind of put a little mark at the top of the colors that I think I'm going to use today. I have not used this palette at all yet, so this is going to be a total experiment. But I think I'm going to use this light color on the lid. I think I'm going to use this color, which is an unusual color. I think it's sort of brownish plum. In my outer V, I'm thinking I might try this for the crease. I'm not sure. So, if you're interested in getting ready with me, stay tuned. I'm going to start with face. You'll know I am not a foundation person, but we got all these brown spots going on, so I do like to cover it a little. So what I'm going to do today, I don't usually do this, but what I'm going to do today to give a more polished look is I'm going to use my Lumine Color Correcting Cream in medium. So I'm just on the back of my hand, I'm going to mix a little of that with a little of my Dermablend Smooth Indulgence Concealer. And a drop or so of my custom cover drops from Cover FX. I'm going to mix this little recipe all together. Okay, I'm going to use my Sigma F80 and blend it all in. Okay, not too bad in terms of it being too light, but it is a bit light. While I'm waiting for that to set, because you know I sweat, I'm going to go ahead and put on my eye primer and my under eye concealer and possibly my eyebrows. We'll see. I'm going to use what has been my standby here lately, and that is the Mary Kay Eyelid Primer. For my under eyes, Urban Decay Naked Skin. And for this particular concealer, I like to use my Sigma P80 to blend that in. I mean, most of my life I've used my fingertips to blend in my under eye concealer, but I just find that with this particular formula, the P80 works better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. And this is my day-to-day. Sometimes for videos I use something else, but this is my day-to-day eyebrow pencil, which you can hardly read anymore, but it is, I believe it is Brow Power by Prestige. Since my foundation has set a little bit, I'm going to put on a little Becca powder. This is the Becca Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation, and I just use it as a setting powder. And this is a little Bella Piero brush that I got in my BoxyCharm a couple of months ago. I am a dry skin person, but I do get shiny in my T-zone, so that's usually where I concentrate. I think we're ready to get started on the eyes. So I'm going to start with this second color in the first row, which is sort of a beige. And I'm going to put that on the, probably about the inner half, a third to half. It's actually really, really close to my skin tone, so not showing up a whole lot. Okay, going to go in with my Sigma Domed Utility E34, the one you always see me using for the outer V. And I'm going to go into this, what I thought was taupe at first, but I think it may have a little bit more brown in it. You have to really tap off on these, they're very powdery. Okay, I've done it in the outer V, and then I've taken it, starting it up into the outer edge of the crease. Usually use the fluffier end of my double-ended crown brush. Now, I'm going to be bold here, and I'm going to try this coppery pinky color right here. We'll see. I like to experiment. To blend that out, I'm going to use my All Over Blend E37. I'm going to pick up this color all the way at the beginning of the first row. It looks mostly white and it looks matte. I'm going to use that for my eyebrow highlight. Just to darken up those outer edges a little bit right at here, I'm going to go into black. I just like a really deep definition at the very outer corner. So I'm thinking that that lid color is a little too so I might go back and add something else. There is this gorgeous gold that I've had my eye on since I first opened this. So I might just put a little of that over top of the sort of fawn color. And now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to wipe off my All Over Blend. And then I'm going to go back in and just gently just blend everything. I'm kind of liking it, I think. So I need some eyeliner. I've got my It Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in black. I did upper lash line but lower waterline. Kind of like that combination if I'm going to go with black. Okay, I'm calling the eyes done. And now I'm going to finish my face. I'm going to use a bronzer that was in my BoxyCharm a couple of months ago. That is Model Company Shimmer Bronzing Powder. I'm using a Tarte brush that has no name, but it's almost like an angled kabuki, but it's a little, I don't know, wider or flatter or something. I actually just usually go around the hairline a little. I don't like overuse of bronzer. I think some people use it so much. I do this little 3 right here. This is the Revlon Photo Ready, what I call the 4 Seasons. And I don't think, as far as I understand, this is not sold anymore exactly like this. But I love it, and it is, you know, the lighter ones don't really work for me, but these 2, or these 3, I use most of the time. And on here again, I'm using a Tarte brush that doesn't have a name. And it's a two-ended brush. This is great for contouring. And this is just like the angle kabuki. I normally would use the It Cosmetics, I think it's Hello Light, but I thought I would try using this So Susan Statement Skin that was in my BoxyCharm this week. Highlight across the top of my cheekbones, up my nose, and at my Cupid's bow. I think that for blush I will use Urban Decay's Rapture. I will use the blush brush from this set. Pure Beauty Today is the set that I'm testing and reviewing. Now, I actually really like the blush brush. It's very much like the Sephora one that I like. I always like to come in at the end and do a little bit more Becca powder just to kind of blend out the blush lines and such. Just a little bit. And I think instead of wearing a lip crayon, which I normally do, I'm going to wear lipstick. And we'll go with something fall. How's that? This is Bite Beauty lipstick in Mulberry. A gorgeous, gorgeous color. Okay. I am going to blow out my hair, do something with it, and I shall return. Okay, be back in a minute.